Hello, Omar. How are you today?
Hello, teacher. I'm great, and you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Well, I'm happy to have you here in our class today. I don't know what happened to your classmates, but it's almost 9 and 10, and they haven't come. So we will wait a little moment, and after that, we can start with our class. Remember that today we have our practice class, so I am not pretty sure if they are coming, okay? Right now, to start with our class, Omar, tell me, well, before we start with our class, tell me, how was your day?
Yeah, it was a relaxed day in my job. Relax and yeah, it's fine.
Okay, it was fine. That's pretty nice. Thank you for telling me about this. I guess you did you work today?
Yes, teacher, I did it.
Okay, that's nice. So I guess maybe you're tired, but something good is that the class it's well, we are in the middle of the week. We are in the middle of the week, so we will have some time to relax in some days. So let's start with our class. Thank you for being here, Omar. Let me share my screen with you. Give me a second. Yeah. Okay. Well, as you can see today, our class it's a review and also the practice of gerunds and infinitives. Remember that gerunds and infinitives have different uses, but we will focus mainly, at least in this opportunity, we will focus in the purpose, okay? When we use gerunds and infinitives for purpose. Before we start with this, let's practice another question. Tell me, Omar, what do you use the internet for?
Yes, teacher, I do for for work and spend time about when I when I watch movies, series, and when I need investigate about it something and for sale something on Facebook on social media.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I
Do you
spend
like,
time in social media in general.
okay, that's nice. Do you like shopping online?
Yes, sometimes on Instagram.
Okay.
Uh,
What was the last thing you buy?
pants
Okay.
and just a pants, and I think I remember I bought a couple of t-shirts on
Okay.
on Instagram. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. I don't well, I don't believe I could buy something on social. Well, at least shirts, I think I could. But when talking about pants or shoes, I am not pretty sure about buying online. That's my opinion, right? That's my point of view.
Yeah,
I
and
can't. Uh-huh.
okay. Yesterday I saw a printer on internet.
Really? And what was the price? What was the
Oh,
price of the printer?
sold in $15.
Oh, okay. It
Oh,
was
the printer. Yes, I sold in $55.
okay. It
But
was
the
a good
printer,
price.
yeah, the printer it was a gift because I bought a new laptop. So my girlfriend bought a new laptop, and for for the buy of the laptop, the place give us the printer. So we need the money, so we decide we decide sold the printer for we have
Okay.
cash.
Okay, yeah, I guess. I guess that was so important because of the situation, but that sounds interesting, okay? That sounds really nice. So, well, that's I can see that you give a great use to the internet. So, well, I consider that it's common that we use, for example, streaming apps like Netflix or Disney Plus or HBO Max. So I consider that that's something that everybody does because it's important to have entertainment. But I can see that other activities that you do are really interesting, as buying something online. As I told you, I don't consider I think I can't do that because I don't know I don't think the things are in the correct um size that I need. Okay, so if I buy shoes, I need to be really sure about the size of the shoes. I ask for the number, but I also ask if they are, for example, the length of centimeters. Okay, so I also
Yeah,
ask for
you
this.
can try.
So I also ask for the length for the centimeters of the shoe. Um, I have never bought pants because I don't know what's my size of pants, so that's why I don't do it. But I like to do it also
Yes,
in the stores.
it's it's really tricky because you bought a wrong size. Yeah, you can you could you could do or use your pants because it's not your size.
Yeah, you're right. I could maybe the biggest problem is that if you buy well, if you buy pants and they are too small, so then you cannot wear them. But if they are too big, maybe you can go and fix them. It's kind of difficult, but you can fix your pants. But if they are small, so then there is no possibility to fix it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for talking about this part. This is an interesting topic. I really like to talk about this. So we have to continue right now with our topic for this time. Remember, today we don't have classes. We just have to make a review of an important topic that we studied in our last classes, and it is about the infinitives and gerunds to describe uses and purposes. Let's read the information. So we will stop little by little by reading this information. Well, I will read this part. We can use either an infinitive with two or a gerund with four to describe purposes or how something is used. The meaning is the same. Remember that we were talking about four and two. They have they have different uses, but the same meaning. It's possible to use four or ing and infinitives in the same form, but it's more common to use infinitive with two when talking about something that you do in your on your own, or something that you do personally, and the for and ing for something that people do in general. Okay, let's read some examples about infinitives and gerunds. Can you help me with number one?
Yes, teacher. So after continue, I think the use of infinitive with two or a gerund with four is really confused because I confuse, so I need memorize when I need use infinitive or yes, infinitive with two or gerunds with four. I don't try to mix because it's wrong, but I need try memorize I try memorize this because it's a little bit confused, but
Yes,
I try.
it is kind of confusing, but just remember this part. To is always with a verb in base form. So to buying, never, right? Never to buying, to buy, okay? And when you use for, then the next verb is ing. For buying, not for buy, okay? For
Yeah,
buying,
I'm trying.
to
I'm
buy.
trying.
Okay. Can
I'm
you help
trying
me reading?
memorize this key.
Can you help me reading the well these examples in number one, an infinitive?
Yes, sure. With an infinitive, to plus verb. Use my cell phone to send emails. The second one, computers are often used to watch movies. You can use the internet to shop online.
That's your example, Omar. You can use the internet to
Yes.
shop online. That's nice. Okay, I really like it. As you can see in these examples, okay, remember, we are talking about the use that a person give to something. For example, example 1 and 3, I use, you can use. We are talking about a person and the use that this person give to different things, like a cell phone or the internet. In example number 2, you can see that it's talking about something in general. Computers are often used to watch movies. It is not, well, it doesn't describe something specific or about a person in specific, right? It's talking in general that computers in general are often used to watch movies. This is possible, but remember, it's more common to use ing, okay? It's possible, but it's better or it's more common to use ing to describe something in general, okay? Now, look at the examples with gerunds. As you remember, well, as you can see, they are the same examples. What is the only difference? The infinitive and the gerund part, okay? Can you help me reading the information and the examples?
Yes, teacher. Now I see this example, teacher. I can I can tell you I'm confused with infinitive. I thought infinitive it was in ing and gerund in to base form. I
Ah,
thought this, so I understand now clearly
okay.
because I thought infinity with ing in gerund of base form, but it isn't it's not this. Okay.
Yeah, now you can see the difference, right?
Yes, yes. Okay, with a gerund for plus verb plus ing. For examples, I use my cell phone for sending emails. The second one, computers are often used for watching movies. You can use the internet for shopping online.
Nice job. Okay, as you can see, we have the same examples, right? So we can use infinitives and gerunds in the same form. What is the only difference? Well, in some cases, it's more common to use infinitive about personal actions and gerund with actions in general. For example, as you can see, we are using the same verbs. The only difference is the use of to or for. Okay, look at this. We have to send, to watch, and to shop. And in the other examples, we have for sending, for watching, for shopping. Okay, this is basically what we have to remember about this topic. And it's that, first of all, we never use a verb in base form with for. For send, never. It's not possible. Or we never use a verb in ing form next to. For example, to watching. To watching is not possible. We can never create an example like that. So in that way, we have to remember the two forms, infinitives and gerunds. This is kind of confusing, first of all, because we are not used to these words. For example, we never talk about infinitives. We never say infinitives. Maybe we know the verbs in base form. The verbs in base form, remember, for example, eat, for example, buy, for example, study. But the infinitives are the verbs with to. So we need to in the verb. To eat, to buy, to study. So as you can see, we are not used to the context or the concept of infinitives, but it's possible, okay? It's possible. Infinitives are possible to understand in this way. To plus the verb in base form. And then the next thing, it's about gerunds. We don't use the word gerunds for anything. We only say verb in ing, or in another way that is not common, present participle. Present participle are the verbs with ing. So at the end, gerunds, okay, and that's it. So verbs in ing, present participle, and gerunds, they are the same. They are all the verbs in ing form. So in that way, we have to use for, and then we use the verb in ing form, okay? That's the main thing. So right now, we are going to have a practice about infinitives and gerunds. You have to decide what is the correct form. If we have to use gerunds, ing verbs, or we have to use to plus base form, okay? Let's see the examples. When we want to talk about the general purpose or use of something, we can use an infinitive or for plus gerund. We have two examples. I often use my phone to send photos. I often use my phone for sending photos. Now, activity. Complete the sentence, write the correct form of the verbs in parentheses. Let me show you, well, I will make it, let me see. Yeah, we can see all the examples. Okay, right now, can you read the examples, Omar? Can you see all the examples?
Yes, teacher, clear.
Okay, in this moment, we are going to check all these examples. I will give you 1 minute to think about the right answers. So what is the correct form of the verb? If it is with ing or if it is in base form, okay? You have 1 minute to think about this, okay? Go
Okay.
ahead. Okay, time's over. So right now, we will complete all the sentences and then we will check if it is correct or not. Okay, Omar.
Okay.
Example number 1. What do you think is the correct sentence?
Yes, teacher. This new photo software is useful for organizing all my pictures.
Okay,
W-
nice. Organizing all my pictures. Pretty good. What about number, well, letter B, because we have letters, not numbers. So
Yeah,
letter B.
yeah. My professor read many journals in order to understand the latest research.
Okay, understand the latest research. Nice. Letter C.
Yeah, letter C, an electronic translator is great for getting definitions when you don't know a word. A word.
Okay, pretty good. Letter D.
I need a better computer to run all of this new software.
Okay, amazing. What about letter E?
Yeah, letter E, smartphones are great for communicating with my business partner when I'm not in the office.
Communicating, okay, with my business partners when I'm not in the office. Nice job. Well, let's continue with letter F.
Yeah, letter F, students in my school are not allowed to send text while they are in class.
Okay, perfect. What about example G?
Yeah, I called my mom to tell her I'll be late.
Nice job. What about H?
We can use a dictionary for looking up words during a test.
Okay, great example. And what about letter I?
Yeah, the last one. Do you use a wireless connection for getting on the internet?
Okay, pretty good. Well, Omar, we will finish the activity and, well, let's check the results. Nice. Okay, all the examples are correct, Omar. I'm so happy that you understand very well the use of gerunds and infinitives, okay? After four, we always use ing, and after two, we use the verb in base form. Something that I forgot to mention is that in order to, the word that we have over here, in order to is another way, or it's a way in which we can identify what is the correct form. If we use for or we use to. If you can use in order to in your sentence, of course, we are talking about infinitives, okay? But if you can't use it, so it's better to use for and the ing of this of the verb. Okay, very good. Thank you, Omar, for your practice. It was really, really good. I just tried to explain this topic for you because that's the most difficult topic that we study in Unit 5, right? Because the imperatives was not a big deal, okay? Now, Omar, we have to move to our next activity. So let's pay attention to following the following speaking practice. Remember, the main purpose of this class is to have a speaking practice, to speak and use what we learned during the week. Okay, right now, please think about an invention. You can tell me about an invention that is already invented, as you can see on the instructions, or you can invent something new. For example, you can tell me about a, I don't know, a shoes that you can use as shoes and like wheels. No, sorry, with some wheels on the bottom of your shoes. They are already invented, but it will be something kind of new. Okay, so you can invent something, or you can tell me something that it's already invented. What is the purpose of this? You have to use gerunds or infinitives to talk about the uses of that object, okay? If you talk about an invention that it's already done, so you can tell me what are the uses of them. Oh, you can tell me about, let me see something that I have close. You can tell me about a scissor, okay? What do we use scissors for? Oh, you use the scissors to cut paper or to cut some important things or to do some handcrafts, okay? As you can see, we have, it has a specific use, okay? It has a specific use to cut, okay? What
Okay,
about your
teacher.
cell phone? Remember that yesterday we were talking about the use of a cell phone. What do people use cell phone for? Oh, people use the cell phone to chat or maybe to send messages to some people that they like or they love. Also, people use the cell phone to play video games because it's possible. So you can tell me the different uses and purposes of one invention, okay?
Okay, teacher.
So right now, I will give you 5 minutes to think about this activity, okay? After that, we can, after that, we can move to the next activity and I can listen to you, okay? 5 minutes by now, then you get ready and then you participate, okay? Okay, Omar?
Okay, got it, teacher.
Okay, go ahead. You have 5 minutes. If you have any question about vocabulary, Omar, you can also let me know and I will be helping you with this, okay? Good. Hey, Omar, 5 minutes are over. Do you need more time or are you ready?
Can you give me 1 minute more, teacher, please?
Okay, I can give you 1 more minute, okay? Let me know when you are ready.
Okay, okay. Almost done.
Okay. Okay, Omar, let me know when you are ready.
Yeah, I'm ready, teacher.
Excellent. Okay, I was still thinking if you were
Yeah.
ready or not. But well done. Okay. Omar, we are going to start right now. Let me stop sharing. Okay, good. Well, Omar, tell me about, well, first of all, are you talking about a new invention or something that it's already invented?
Yeah, something already invented, teacher.
Okay, so you can start right now. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I have a mirror, teacher. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a mirror. I think it's a interesting thing the people invent. So I use my mirror to comb and I use my mirror to brush my teeth in the morning. And the people use the mirror for seeing how cutting they hair. And I think so, teacher. This is
Okay.
all.
Okay, that's a great explanation of this item. Okay, this, well, first of all, that's an important item because we use it. I could say that we use it every day, right? So most of the people need it, and
Yes,
it has that's why it has also a great use that you can reflect on it and you can see. So we use it to check the appearance we have
yes,
before we leave to work or in different situations, right? So I consider that this is a great thing that you mentioned, and it's also really important. Okay, Omar, before we go, because it's almost time, I just want to let you know two important things. First of all, remember that tomorrow we have, give me a second, let me share my screen. Okay, tomorrow we have our oral evaluation. More than an evaluation, it is going to be a practice, okay? A speaking practice about some topics that we learned or we studied in the intermediate 3, okay? So get ready
okay.
for tomorrow. Come here. We will have conversations. I don't know if any of your classmates is coming tomorrow. So in case they don't come, you will have a conversation with me. It will be a common conversation as we can have in different scenarios. Okay.
Yes, teacher, of course. I really need it because I need practice my speaking and my conversation. So
Okay.
yeah, of course I'm gonna be in your class, teacher.
Okay, thank you for that. Another important thing I have to mention, Omar, is that we have to complete exam from unit 1 to 5. Did you already take it?
Yes, teacher, I did it. So I completed the all the exercise in platform. I have a 100% right now.
Uh, okay, yes, I checked that you help Marilyn in one exam, in one exercise,
Yes.
um, in the exam, right? If you haven't taken this exam, there is no problem. You could take it tomorrow since you already done it. Well, congratulations, boys. So you already finished all the activities on the platform. So let's come tomorrow to our class, and um, we can also finish the classes that we have via Zoom, and we can also practice a little bit more. Okay.
Okay, teacher, you won't be us in another model with us.
Well, I am not pretty sure because you will. Well, the next step you have to continue with is the advanced levels. So I am not pretty sure if I will continue in advanced levels, but well, in case I continue with you, I will let you know, or you will see me on the WhatsApp group. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. Well, Omar, I know there are still 15 minutes before we leave, but I don't have more activities to do with you. I consider that we practice as much as necessary today, so we will continue with our activities tomorrow. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Thank you for being here, Omar. It was a pleasure to help you to understand better this topic, gerunds and infinitives. We will continue practicing tomorrow, so you can go relax and have a good night. Okay?
Okay, thank you, teacher. Good job.
You're welcome, and thank you. Bye bye, Omar.